From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Good Friday morning. Thank goodness Thursday is over. The severe weather threat is gone. Could have some leftover showers and thunderstorms for today, but again, no severe storms in the mix for today. Could have some lingering winds. In fact, we're going to have some lingering winds for today and tomorrow. Highs 20 degrees cooler in comparison to yesterday, but they'll bounce back up into the 80s for next week. Okay, the wind gusts up around 20 miles per hour already this morning in the Tri-Cities, 25 miles per hour in Ellensburg. These are going to pick up as the day progresses and as a cold front passes. It is still mild out there this morning, 63 for the Tri-Cities, 59 for Walla Walla, 59, and Sunnyside, 58 in Ellensburg. You would just need a very light jacket this morning as you're walking out the front door, if that. Okay, so we are seeing some light rainfall right now lining up on the west side as the cold front approaches. Here's what the precip chances are going to look like for today in the Tri-Cities. Can't rule out a stray shower or two from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m., but otherwise a mostly dry day. Now, much better chances for rain, even some rumbles of thunder in the Kittitas and Yakima valleys, but I think the biggest story today will be the winds, the cooler temperatures. We'll talk about how all this translates to your weekend forecast. That's going to be coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
And right now, Franklin County Sheriff Jim Raymond faces contempt charges and daily fines as his legal battle with county leaders escalates, while he's vowing to keep appealing to higher courts. Plus, severe storms strike across multiple counties in the region, the dramatic footage capturing some dangerous weather in action. And a Prosser Park cleanup project sparks community backlash, the mounting concerns about feral cats and shoreline damage.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Good morning to you and happy Friday. Thank you so much for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Wendy Redman. Franklin County Sheriff Jim Raymond is defending his actions in a legal dispute with county leaders. The conflict centers on the county's decision to separate jail operations from the sheriff's office. Raymond claims county officials locked deputies out of access systems for the jail and courthouse. He says this could delay emergency response times. A Walla Walla County judge has held Raymond in contempt and issued daily fines.
I'm not defying court orders, folks. I have been sued as the sheriff of the county.
County Administrator Brian Danzel rejects the sheriff's claims. He says the county follows court orders, not politics. Raymond plans to continue appealing to higher courts over who controls jail oversight and the guns. The city of Prosser is reviewing concerns after cleanup work at Crawford Park may have impacted a feral cat colony along the Yakima River. City officials say a contractor removed debris and vegetation from the park, leading to community concerns about the cats and the shoreline. The city says they have received numerous calls about this. They are now reviewing the situation and will work with state agencies before releasing more information. The Walla Walla Valley Chamber of Commerce is continuing its efforts to support local businesses through community roundtables and development programs. The Chamber is hosting a series of events bringing together business and community leaders from across the valley. Some roundtables focus on industries like agriculture and retail, while monthly community cafes give business owners a chance to discuss challenges impacting their industries. Chamber President Arlene Allen says the goal is to create a space for collaboration and shared learning.
So any sector that you're in, if you're an independent business, you can join us for that. Share ideas, share challenges, share resources, share solutions, talking about what's keeping you up at night and how you're solving those issues.
Chamber officials say they also continue to work with small businesses, entrepreneurs, and the agriculture community to help support economic development across the Walla Walla Valley. In sports this morning, boats will hit the water Saturday for the Water Follies spring testing. This marks the first on-water action of the season. Organizers say this weekend gives teams a chance to showcase off-season changes. That includes new paint schemes, sponsors, and driver lineups. like the return of veteran driver Jimmy Shane, who will test multiple boats before the summer schedule locks in.
They're all competing for off-season changes, and they're all looking forward to seeing what those changes have done for them to make sure that their boats are really fast and ready to go.
Beyond the competition, the event also doubles as a community gathering with food trucks, family activities, and a $5 parking donation that benefits local Boy Scouts. Spring testing runs Saturday from 8 to 5 if you want to head out there, with a midday pause for safety crews. All of this is ahead of the Gold Cup race in Madison, Indiana, later in the summer. Now to a quick programming note for you. Tonight on our sister station, My Network TV, channels 42.5 in the Tri-Cities and 35.5 in the Yakima Valley, the Seattle Mariners are taking on the Arizona Diamondbacks. Coverage starts at 6:40 p.m. The matchup is free to watch and live from T-Mobile Park in Seattle. Still ahead in more serious news, the latest on the death toll after the tragedy at the Longview paper mill. This as the mill, with 18 environmental violations in a decade, now creates another crisis. And Chief Meteorologist Josh Culbreth coming back with a look at your ever-important Friday forecast. Here's a live look out to Richland. You see the camera shaking a little bit here, but what about those winds? Will they be picking up later on in the day? Find out after this.
When you're ready for more peace and quiet, Numerica has flexible home loans so you can get more for what you love. Numerica Credit Union, money where it matters.
Great news! The Memorial Day savings have been extended one final week at Walker's Furniture. Save up to 40% off store-wide on everything for your home. Find the perfect pieces for your living room, dining room, and bedroom, all on sale. Upgrade your sleep with incredible savings on top mattress brands, and bring comfort outside with our all-new outdoor furniture collections. Or pay over time with 5 years, no interest, no money down. The clock is ticking, and these Memorial Day savings end soon. This week at Walker's.
Ready to refresh your home for less? At the Tri-County Partners Habitat store, find home upgrades, electrical, lighting, flooring, furniture, outdoor pavers, and more at affordable prices. And new this season, we design and sell custom cabinets. Best of all, every purchase supports Habitat's mission, helping build homes for local families. Great prices, greater purpose. Visit the Habitat store today. Your next project starts here.
Your time is a luxury. Let your lawn reflect it. Perfection Lawn Care is your private grounds team obsessed with detail. Crisp lines, lush turf, and preventive care that stays ahead of every weed and worry. We take on the heavy work and the fine details, season after season, so you don't have to. Choose a tailored package, come home to perfection, and never lift a finger. Perfection Lawn Care. Elevate your curb appeal. We'll take it from here.
Lung cancer is the leading cause of cancer-related death in the world. Using the Ion robotic bronchoscopy, we're able to diagnose cancer early, making patients eligible to have a wide range of potential therapies. And that's the key to improved survival, the key to getting you back to your life. And we'd love to help take care of you.
Good Shepherd Healthcare System. Patients first, always.
Max, go get the ball. Go get the ball, Max.
When you're ready for more space to play, Numerica has flexible home loans so you can get more for what you love. Numerica Credit Union, money where it matters.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Culbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Even though our temperatures are going to be like 20 degrees cooler in comparison to yesterday, they're finally getting their act together. They're not going to be as unstable over the next 7 days. Here's your day planner forecast for this Friday for the Yakima Valley. Going to have a decent chance of showers, especially around lunchtime, but see these temperatures a good deal cooler in comparison to yesterday, as we'll be stuck in the 60s, maybe touching 70 degrees in Yakima for today. So that zone by zone tour of today's forecast, 40s and 50s in the Cascades and the Mountain Gaps of Kittitas County. We're going to be at 64 in Ellensburg. For the Yakima Valley, low 70s up and down the valley. Then for the lower Columbia Basin, we'll be at 74. For the Tri-Cities, 74 for Mesa. Then for the Blue Foothills, we're looking at 60s and 70s. Finally, for the Blue Mountains, we're looking at 50s and 60s, just kind of depending on your elevation. Okay, high temperatures, like I said, going to be more consistent, or at least the trend is going to be more consistent over the next 7 days. The overall trend is going to be warmer. We're going to be in the mid 80s by the time we get to Yakima, 83 on Tuesday. That's going to be 6 degrees warmer than normal for this time of the year. Okay, the UV index will be high for today. Now, keep in mind that some cloud coverage will save us from this, but we will have more sunshine in Benton County, Walla Walla, Franklin, more on Umatilla counties. On a scale from 1 to 11, it's going to be a 6. That's technically high, so just be sure that you're putting on the sunscreen. SPF 30 or higher, reapplying at least every 2 hours. And pollen, still doing pollen things around here, as those counts are going to be in the medium-high category. New allergens just dropped. Grasses, nettle, alder. If that applies to you, have the allergy meds on standby. Okay, no severe weather threat for today, but leftover shower and thunderstorm chances and wind gusts, which we'll talk about coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. Officials announcing late Thursday afternoon 6 of the 9 people missing in the blast at the Nippon Dynawave paper mill in Longview earlier this week have been recovered. That brings the number of confirmed dead to 8. The recovery continues as concerns remain over the environmental fallout. Andy Judson reports.
Mixed with responding fire truck water, those chemicals went into storm drains and ended up in a nearby ditch across the street.
That ditch is connected to a dike network that moves throughout the entire community of Longview. It literally runs through people's backyards.
The EPA is rushing to flush out or dilute the mixture to a safe level before they discharge it into the Columbia River. And they're racing against the clock. The ditch with that chemical mixture sits on top of where the community's drinking water comes from.
First thing I want to make sure to state is Longview's water is safe. There is no cause for concerns.
They assure the community their drinking water is currently safe, and they're monitoring the river closely. But this isn't the first time the Nippon Dynawave facility has impacted their Longview community. Investigators found over the past decade, the state has taken action against the paper mill 18 times for environmental violations, like releasing toxic gases into the air that are at levels above the legal limits. They've had to pay over $43,000 in fines. We asked if these past violations played a role into the investigation now.
We did talk with the inspectors from that program as we mobilized down here, but I didn't really go into past inspections, safety violations, or anything, because it really didn't have anything to do with this response. Our focus really right now is mitigating the hazards.
Officials say the blast released more than 500,000 gallons of the highly caustic white liquor. Still ahead, Josh is coming back to talk more about your ever important Friday and weekend forecast after a big round of rain for a lot of folks yesterday. Will more be on the way tomorrow or even potentially today? Find out after the break.
The unbelievable summer sticker sales event is going on now at Overturf Kia in Pasco. Save an additional $750 from now until June 1st when you purchase a select new 2026 Sportage, Sportage Hybrid, Sorento Hybrid, as well as Carnival and Carnival Hybrid models. Overturf Kia, just south of Highway I-182 at the Road 100 Broadmoor Boulevard exit on St. Thomas Drive in Pasco.
The little pill with Jardiance plays a role in my story, too. I have type 2 diabetes, but I manage it well with Jardiance, a once-daily pill that helps lower my A1C. It works 24/7 in the body to flush out some sugar.
And for adults with type 2 diabetes and known heart disease, Jardiance can lower the risk of cardiovascular death, too.
Serious side effects include increased ketones in blood or urine and infection between and around the anus and genitals. Both may be fatal. Severe allergic reactions, dehydration, urinary tract or genital yeast infections in men and women, and low blood sugar. Stop taking and tell your doctor right away if you have nausea, vomiting, stomach pain, tiredness, rash, swelling, trouble breathing or swallowing. Tell your doctor about lightheadedness, weakness, fever, pain, tenderness, redness, or swelling between the anus and genitals. You may have increased risk for lower limb loss. Call your doctor right away if you have new pain or tenderness, sores, ulcers, or infection in your legs or feet.
Jardiance is a little pill with a big story to tell. And if you ask me, it's pretty swell. Action!
Ever feel like something's missing? Like there's a hole in your morning routine? Well, we've got just the thing. At Some Bagels, we make more than fresh bagels. We make a variety of baked goods to fill your day with everything you've been missing. Have your favorite coffee drink with our in-house roasted espresso beans. And enjoy your bagel with our flavored cream cheeses. Because at Some Bagels, the only thing better than the hole in the middle is everything around it. I want some, you want some, we want some. Gimme Some Bagels.
Are you ready to revolutionize your career in digital advertising? Join Morgan Murphy's dynamic team at Apple Valley News Now, where innovation meets opportunity. At Apple Valley News Now, we're leading the charge in connected television and digital sales, helping local businesses thrive in today's growing and evolving market. If you're passionate about digital solutions and driving revenue growth, we want to hear from you. Check us out now at morganmurphymedia.com/current-openings to begin your journey. This newscast sponsored by Multicare Yakima Memorial Hospital. Excellence you can trust. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. No alert day. Woohoo! No severe weather threat for today. Just some leftover chances for showers and thunderstorms, especially in the Kittitas and the Yakima valleys. Very interesting view, kind of cool look, at least from a meteorologist perspective, kind of a cool look right here at the low pressure merging with the cold front. And this cold front is going to pass us for today, bringing those extra chances for showers and thunderstorms, dropping down our temperatures and picking up our wind gusts. First Alert radar showing you some of those showers right now just over the west side. We'll put this into motion with Futurecast satellite and radar by 8 this morning. Thinking we'll see some better chances of rainfall in the Cascades by lunchtime. That's probably going to be the peak of rain chances in the Kittitas and Yakima valleys. And after that, into this evening, can't rule out a few sprinkles into the base and the foothills and the blues, although Futurecast, this iteration of Futurecast, not too keen on that idea. Okay, so here are some of the rainfall totals. I think that's what we have coming up next. Yes, the rainfall totals that we're expecting through 5 p.m. this evening. Even for the microclimates that have the best opportunities to see rainfall for today, I mean, like, we would be very lucky to pick up even 0.2 of an inch of rainfall up in the Cascades. And then if we could pick up 1/10 of an inch of rainfall in the valleys, that would be something. So definitely not a wet round. And then our forecast is going to go dry after this. So back to more typical stuff for this time of the year. But like you saw, cold front passing, wind gusts picking up. These are not the thunderstorm wind gusts that we were concerned about yesterday. These are more generic atmospheric pressure gradient winds, the stuff that we're used to around these parts around this time of the year. So consistent gusts of around 30 miles per hour in the Tri-Cities through 6 p.m., tapering off a little bit more after that. But you can see hour-by-hour wind gusts for your exact home address location by downloading our weather app for free in the App Store or on Google Play. For today, we could have gusts between 45 to 50 miles per hour in the Kittitas Valley. Quite blustery for some of our other lower elevation microclimates. Not as blustery for Saturday, but still I would categorize these as high winds in the Kittitas Valley. So here is the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Maybe a leftover sprinkle this afternoon and evening, but the main story for Friday will be the winds. In Yakima, rain likely today with a few rumbles of thunder. Then the forecast turns drier and warmer. In Ellensburg, 45 to 50 mile per hour gusts for Friday and Saturday. It'll feel unreasonably and unseasonably cool for the end of May. In Hermiston, maybe a quick hitting shower this afternoon or evening, but mainly just feeling the winds on this Friday. And finally for Walla Walla, cooler and breezy through Sunday, but warming things up again next week.
Oh my goodness. Well, severe storms move through northeastern Oregon, the Tri-Cities, Yakima Valley, Kittitas County, as you were saying yesterday. And we did get some cool various weather shots. So here's one. Take a look.
Whoa! My real reaction right there. Yeah, so Apple Valley News Now viewer Aspen Corey captured this dust devil just before 2 Thursday afternoon.
Yeah, she said it was north of Pendleton by Highway 37. Now, we do get these around here in this area. I've seen some pretty decent sized ones. That one looked like a pretty decent one as well. They get going.
Yeah, and the dust was like especially dark. Sometimes they're like a lighter brown color, but that was picking up some darker soil. Obviously,
yeah.
That was not a tornado. A tornado will be like the funnel will be attached to a cloud base that is also rotating. Even though there was a very small tornado risk yesterday, that was not a tornado. It was a dust devil.
Dust devil,
yeah.
Formed from the ground and kicking up dust. All right.
Yes.
Well, your time is 6:21. Still ahead, Steven Spielberg drops the final trailer for his new sci-fi thriller Disclosure Day. Plus, Ted Danson takes on a surprising new role. We've got your Hollywood Minute right after the break.
My moderate to severe Crohn's symptoms kept me out of the picture. With Skyrizi, feel significant symptom relief at 4 weeks. Many people were in remission at 12 weeks, at 1 year, and even at 4 years.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's.
Ask your doctor about Skyrizi.
Home isn't just walls and a roof, it's where hope begins. With Tri-County Partners Habitat for Humanity, you can build that home together with people who care. Our path to ownership is affordable and supportive, with education and partnership at every step. Wondering if you qualify? Fill out our online application. We are building in Benton and Franklin counties and in Walla Walla. Apply online today. Let's build the place you'll call home.
This Nissan lineup goes where you take it. Trucks and SUVs built with grit, guts, and traction to back it up. That's the power of a Nissan. Now's the time to drive. Nissan, #1 in new vehicle quality. Get up to $4,750 total savings on Frontier, or well-qualified buyers get 0% APR on select model trims.
Your time is a luxury. Let your lawn reflect it. Perfection Lawn Care is your private grounds team obsessed with detail. Crisp lines, lush turf, and preventive care that stays ahead of every weed and worry. We take on the heavy work and the fine details, season after season, so you don't have to. Choose a tailored package, come home to perfection, and never lift a finger. Perfection Lawn Care. Elevate your curb appeal. We'll take it from here.
Summer's here. Who's ready for camp in a new Toyota? Nice flash! The scavenger hunt starts now! The call was coming from inside the Tacoma! I even scared myself a little with that one. What was that?
Toyota, let's go places.
Welcome back. In your entertainment news this morning, we have the latest look at a highly anticipated summer movie, including a few words from its Oscar-winning director.
Yeah, David Daniel has that and more in today's Hollywood Minute.
How will disclosure change us? I believe for the better. It will remind us of our capacity for empathy, and that there is something bigger out there than just ourselves.
Director Steven Spielberg has something to say in the final trailer for his new film, Disclosure Day. The sci-fi thriller based on a story by Spielberg opens in theaters June 12th. Ted Danson is staying busy. The Emmy-winning actor has joined the cast of a new show for Apple TV. He'll play a sexually active senior in the comedy series, with Elizabeth Banks starring as his newly divorced daughter. Banks is also an executive producer on the show.
It is a bed.
Oh, yeah, no, it's...
Or there's the couch.
Yeah, oh, maybe...
That is where he died, though, so...
Wow,
it's up to you.
No, that's...
I'll get sheets.
Thanks.
Miss You, Love You writer-director Jim Rash couldn't be happier with his stars, Allison Janney and Andrew Reynolds.
Allison I will chase to everything because I've known her for years, and from way back, you know, to whatever, it's like if she's available, yes, please. And Andrew, although I hadn't met him, you know, now he'll be that for me.
Take your victory lap quickly.
Miss You, Love You debuts Friday on HBO Max. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
It's gotta be hot.
No.
Those look pretty good, right?
I'd say so. Disclosure Day looks very good.
Yeah.
The guy with the mustache who's bald, I wish I had a better way to describe him. Did you ever watch the show Community?
Just a few times. Yeah.
Oh, well, he's the principal of Greendale, and he's the dean of... Thank you so much to Stone for... He was on that quick.
Yeah.
He's the dean. He's hilarious, so good for him.
Yeah, I love it when an actor portrays a role and then they are forever that in your mind.
He's forever going to be that. Like John Krasinski, he's always going to be Jim Halpert.
Not Jack Ryan.
Not Jack Ryan.
All right. Well, your time is 6:26. Still to come, we have some serious news we need to get to. Tragedy on South Shake Road. Adams County officials investigate a pellet gun discharge that turned deadly in Othello. We have the very latest for you there. Plus, Yakima's mayor takes on the city council over the Franklin Pool, why Mayor Matt Brown is calling for residents to speak out at next week's city council meeting.
When you're ready for more peace and quiet, Numerica has flexible home loans so you can get more for what you love. Numerica Credit Union, money where it matters.
Hi, I'm Rowdy with Total Energy Management. For 40 years, we've been keeping the Tri-Cities comfortable with top-notch heating and air conditioning services. We take pride in delivering exceptional service and unbeatable deals. Right now, you could save big with up to $3,200 in utility and cool cash rebates available this spring. At Total Energy Management, we will ensure your house is the perfect temperature year-round. Visit TEMINC.com or call 946-4500 to learn more.
Around here, we see a lot of people head out. No matter where they're going, we just make sure they're ready. Before you hit the road, get a pre-trip safety check at Les Schwab Tires. It's free. Plus, this May, save up to $200 on select sets of 4 tires.
If we can't guarantee it, we won't sell it.
You get hurt in a car wreck, and all of a sudden, you feel like there's a black cloud hanging over your life. You're in pain, and the insurance company doesn't want to pay. Call me, Attorney Mariano Morales. I have the power of more. Don't take that first offer when I can get you more, much more than they want to pay. And why go to court if you don't have to? And when they find out the heavy hitters on your side, well, you know, blue skies. Injured? Call me, Attorney Mariano Morales, because helping you is what I do.
Call 853-2222.
Here in the Valley, caring for what matters most is simply a part of who we are. Because women's health isn't just one moment in life, it's every chapter. Preventative screenings and care designed for women at every stage of life. From first visits to motherhood and beyond, thoughtful care from the people who call this valley home. We're here for every step along the way. Start your journey today at kvhealthcare.org, your home for women's health.
Get ready, Yakima! Sprint Boat Racing returns to State Fair Park on June 13th and 14th for a weekend full of heart-pounding excitement, presented by Pendleton Excavating and Paving. Don't miss these 1,500-horsepower jet boats race against the clock through a twisted water course at 80 miles per hour. Get your general admission or VIP experience tickets along with pit passes now at the State Fair Park box office or online at statefairpark.org.
Max, go get the ball. Go get the ball, Max. When you're ready for more space to play, Numerica has flexible home loans so you can get more for what you love. Numerica Credit Union. Money where it matters.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest, on your side.
Good morning to you. Thank you so much for ending your work week with us here on your Friday. I'm Wendy Redman. Let's go ahead and get you straight over to Chief Meteorologist Josh Culbreth with the latest on our weather out there. And I know, Josh, yesterday was a very big weather day. Well, really evening and night. And it kept you here until some pretty late hours.
Yeah, I was here until, well, we don't have to say the exact time, but yeah, this is more our speed in the Pacific Northwest. We will have some showers and thunderstorms for today. The severe threat has gone way down. It's pretty much zero. We will have some winds for today and for Saturday, and high temperatures 20 degrees cooler for today in comparison to yesterday, but eventually they'll find themselves back in the 80s for next week. Okay, the wind gusts are already picking up a little bit in the Tri-Cities. Gusts around 20 miles per hour, around 25 miles per hour in Ellensburg. These will pick up a lot more later in the day. The cold front hasn't passed us yet, which is why we're still so mild. It still is kind of muggy out there. 63 in the Tri-Cities, 59 for Yakima, 58 in Ellensburg. First alert radar showing you now some more showers starting to pop up in Kittitas and Yakima counties. That will continue as the morning progresses. Speaking of that, here are your precip chances for today for the Yakima Valley. Pretty decent chances peaking around lunchtime. After that, they're going to go down. So for today, noticeably cooler outside. It's going to be blustery. The best chances for showers and thunderstorms going to be in the Kittitas and Yakima valleys. Let's hope we can squeeze as much rain as we can get out of this storm system, because those rainfall numbers starting to look a little bit more dicey. We'll talk about that in your climate report coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. The Adams County Sheriff's Office is investigating a deadly incident involving a pellet or BB gun in Othello. Deputies were called Wednesday evening to the 1100 block of South Shake Road for a reported medical emergency. Investigators say 33-year-old Giovanni Malacara Hernandez suffered a neck injury during what appears to have been an accidental discharge involving a young child. Deputies and emergency crews provided life-saving aid before Malacara Hernandez was taken to Othello Community Hospital, where they say he later died. The case remains under investigation. The U.S. Department of Justice is suing both Washington and Oregon, along with 2 other states, over policies involving confidential license plates for federal agents. The DOJ says Washington, Oregon, Maine, and Massachusetts are denying undercover license plates to federal agents, which officials claim puts operations and public safety at risk. Federal officials argue the policies could allow criminals to identify and track agents during investigations. The Justice Department calls the policies unconstitutional and says it will continue challenging state laws it believes interfere with federal enforcement. This morning, the Pasco Vocational Buildings Program is celebrating completion of its newest home, built entirely by high school students. The program is recovering after one of its staff members, John Marshall, passed away in December. Students say, although dealing with the loss has been challenging, they worked hard to finish the program's 26th home. To celebrate, dozens of students and community members gathered for an open house Thursday morning, located in West Pasco.
We worked under the house and we saw the plumbing, we saw the HVAC, we saw all the electrical.
And then we did a river table last year. It was made out of walnut. And then this year we did another mantle and it's made out of maple.
Several students also received scholarships for trade school, college, and tools at the open house. The future of Franklin Pool is back in the spotlight in Yakima. Now, the city's mayor is urging residents to speak out ahead of next week's city council meeting. Here's what's going on. Yakima Mayor Matt Brown says he's hearing the city may now be unsure about reopening Franklin Pool by June 15th. This despite the council previously voting to make that the target date. In a public message, Brown said, quote, "Council said June 15th. Figure it out," end quote. The mayor also called on community members to attend next Tuesday night city council meeting and voice their support for getting the pool open in time for summer.
Council gave a very clear directive of June 15th as a open date. We also authorized a bunch of money to get the pool repaired and plenty of time to get it done. And, you know, I'm trying to understand why this is continuously an issue inside city government. Is council says one thing and
city staff has not yet announced whether the June 15th timeline can be met. Still ahead, a Kennewick museum that has preserved the city's history for nearly 50 years now faces possible demolition, why the city is considering bulldozing the building at Keewaydin. And Josh coming back with a look at your First Alert weather forecast. Here's a live look out to Kennewick this morning. A gorgeous start to the day, but will it stay that way? Will we have any rain chances? And with all of the rain we picked up yesterday, what does that mean for our climate report? All that and more when we return.
This newscast sponsored by Multicare Yakima Memorial Hospital. Excellence you can trust.
Protect your dreams under our roof.
How about the name Indigo?
I like Sapphire.
Sapphire.
And based on how you drive, you could get a rate as personal
What about Big Blue?
as the car you love. Get a quote at amfam.com.
Now, what are we gonna name the baby?
This is real life. This is also real life for those who shopped at Fred's Appliance. At Fred's Appliance, we don't do gimmicks, just clean laundry and everyday low prices. Right now, all laundry is on sale from GE, LG, Maytag, and more. Save big on top load and front load washers and dryers. We're here whenever you need us. Shop the largest supply of in-stock, get it today inventory in the region, only at your local Fred's Appliance.
At the Pacific Campus, our medical care for seniors is built with intention. We take time, we listen, we create personalized plans designed for strength, clarity, and longevity. And because your care is inside the PC, wellness isn't separate from your healthcare, it's part of it. Membership isn't required, but many choose it to stay active and connected. Call, text, or stop by. We're always here for you. Your fourth quarter matters. Let's play it strong.
Summer's here. Who's ready for camp in a new Toyota? Nice flash! The scavenger hunt starts now! The call was coming from inside the Tacoma! I even scared myself a little with that one. What was that?
Toyota, let's go places.
For 50 years, Shelby's Floral has been your homegrown neighbor, bringing joy and beauty to every occasion.
We're more than just a flower shop and specialize in beautiful custom arrangements, live plants, silk florals, and home decor. Our experienced designers are here to help you with all your floral needs, ensuring that every bouquet is as special as the moment it celebrates. Visit us today on Clearwater in Kennewick. We're part of your community and can't wait to help you celebrate life's moments. Shelby's Floral.
Please welcome the Scott Brothers!
Protect your dreams under our roof.
Guys, that bulb could start a fire. Use a lower wattage. Thanks. Duty calls.
Bundle and save on home and auto. American Family Insurance.
They're not fancy. No leather seats, no powerful sound systems, but they have wheels, seat belts, and AC. These are Apple Valley News Now cruisers, and they go where news happens. Because Apple Valley News Now is everywhere you need us to be.
Reporting from Ellensburg, Grandview, Tri-Cities, and Richland.
From the Blues to the Cascades, one television station leads the way with local news you trust. Oh, and when you see one of our cruisers, please go ahead and wave. We're Apple Valley News Now.
And we're always on your side.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Good morning, Northwest.
Wes, it is that time of the week again. Time to talk about those climate numbers. We start off by talking about the seasonal rainfall numbers we've been tracking since October 1st. Here are the actual numbers we've been tracking. Here's what we would typically expect during that time frame. Then over here, the surpluses and the deficits. And now we have a fair mixture of surpluses and deficits. The deficits for the Yakima Valley, for the Blue Foothills. And these surpluses used to be a lot bigger for the Kittitas Valley and for the Lower Columbia Basin. We're still looking at plus 15, plus 20% for the Tri-Cities and Hermiston. Okay, the water in the reservoirs in the Yakima Basin, if you tallied all of it up, we still have a surplus of 7 percentage points. But remember, just like a month and a half ago, this number was plus 35, plus 40. So why have we lost so much momentum? Well, it's because we're in snowmelt season and there's just not much more snow left to melt. In fact, we have 94% less snow than we typically would for the end of May in the Cascades in the Yakima Basin. That is not a good number at all. Then for Mackay Dam, this number is dropping as well. We have 17% less water than we typically would for this time of the year. It is starting to get very close to that severe drought benchmark already, and we don't have any more snow left in the blue, so that number will continue to drop. A little bit of good news, if you want to call it that. There is some rainfall on the way. Not much, but every little bit helps. I'll tell you how much we are expecting coming up in that full first alert forecast in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. Staff at the museum at Keewaydin say they're concerned over a Kennewick proposal that would demolish its building to make way for a new city hall. The proposal is one of 3 plans the Kennewick City Council is considering, although we should stress nothing is set in stone yet. Museum leadership says the proposal would create a small display gallery in the new city hall, and they worry it wouldn't be enough to showcase the museum's 5,000 square feet of exhibits.
Well, I hope that they go with a plan that would not displace the museum. One of the plans was to build on the open space at the corner of 6th and Auburn, where there's nothing there right now. So that would leave the museum alone, and it would be lower cost.
The city of Kennewick says that it will continue to work with the museum and other partners to find the best possible path forward for the new city hall. Still ahead on Good Morning Northwest, we have everything you need to know in your morning sprint, so you'll want to stay tuned for that, as well as everything you need to know with the weather forecast for today and into your weekend. Here's a live look out to Yakima on your Friday morning. Are there any shower chances today on your Friday or throughout the weekend? Find out next with Josh.
Here's your reminder about the Working Families Tax Credit, a refund of up to $1,330 back for all qualified workers in Washington, not just families. Get help at www.workingfamiliescredit.wa.gov.
Have you heard Tempur-Pedic sleep is better sleep? With innovative materials developed for astronauts, Tempur-Pedic mattresses reduce motion transfer, which means less tossing and turning, so you can sleep undisturbed through the night. But which Tempur-Pedic is right for you? Come to Denver Mattress and test for yourself. Let our expert sales staff guide you to your perfect Tempur-Pedic. And right now, save up to $1,000 on select Tempur-Pedic Split King sleep systems. Or check out the Consumer Reports recommended Doctor's Choice Plush. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right Tempur-Pedic.
We all love the feeling of saving during a Memorial Day sale. Now, let's make that feeling last all month long. Discover the all-new 2026 Subaru Outback, completely redesigned and built for everything life throws your way. Right now at McCurley Subaru, we're making it easier than ever to upgrade with special financing as low as 2.49% APR for 60 months on the new 2026 Subaru Outback. Discover the all-new 2026 Subaru Outback today at McCurley Subaru, your way home.
My moderate to severe Crohn's symptoms kept me out of the picture. With Skyrizi, feel significant symptom relief at 4 weeks. Many people were in remission at 12 weeks, at 1 year, and even at 4 years.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's.
Control is everything to me.
Ask your doctor about Skyrizi.
Your time is a luxury. Let your lawn reflect it. Perfection Lawn Care is your private grounds team obsessed with detail. Crisp lines, lush turf, and preventive care that stays ahead of every weed and worry. We take on the heavy work and the fine details, season after season, so you don't have to. Choose a tailored package, come home to perfection, and never lift a finger. Perfection Lawn Care. Elevate your curb appeal. We'll take it from here.
I know you all have a few concerns.
My internet is too fast.
That's good.
Why aren't they forcing me to sign a contract? Is it me?
Yeah, and I'm saving too much money by switching.
My install was too quick and painless.
Now my connection is the most stable thing in my life.
What's Zipley's endgame here?
I'm sure there's an explanation.
I feel like my world is crumbling.
Calm down. Folks, who threw that? Did that have sprinkles?
Zipley Fiber, as low as $35 per month with no strings attached.
Washington workers, you can get a refund of up to $1,330 back on taxes paid last year. See if you qualify and learn how to apply at www.workingfamiliescredit.wa.gov.
This newscast sponsored by Multicare Yakima Memorial Hospital. Excellence you can trust. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. No severe threat for today. Could have some leftover showers with thunderstorms, though, but even those chances smaller in comparison to yesterday. You see this low pressure center that has been just giving us fits all week long. It is finally merging with this cold front. Kind of a cool image here on satellite and radar. First Alert radar showing you just a few light showers up in the Cascades. Now a few sprinkles around the Natchez area, Sela. And so we'll put this into motion with Futurecast satellite and radar. By 8 this morning, kind of looking at the same thing. I'm thinking that the best precip chances for the Kittitas and Yakima Valley is going to peak around lunchtime, and then going down after that. Look, maybe we could get a sprinkle or two for the basin or for the foothills, but those chances looking pretty small. So a lot calmer today, at least in terms of the overall weather story, but we will have some wind gusts to deal with. That we'll talk about here in just a second. Okay, here are some of the rainfall totals we are anticipating through 5 p.m. You see, even the microclimates that have the best opportunities to see rainfall for today, not going to pick up that much at all. And then the precip chances are just going to go quiet after that as our forecast is going to turn dry. Okay, now back to the winds. Yesterday we were concerned about the thunderstorm related wind gusts. Today we're more so concerned about the generic atmospheric pressure gradient winds, the winds that we're used to. And so peak gusts today in the Yakima Valley around 30 miles per hour from 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. You can see hour by hour gusts just like that for your exact location by downloading the Apple Valley News Now First Alert weather app. For today, gusts between 45 to 50 miles per hour in the Kittitas Valley, and it's going to be blustery for the Yakima Valley, for the Lower Columbia Basin, and for the Blue Foothills. Still blustery for Saturday, just not as much, but we would still categorize these as high winds in Ellensburg, 40 to 45 miles per hour. And the reason why winds are picking up because of the cold front that's passing. Our temperatures much cooler for today in comparison to yesterday, but we will be warming things up again over the next 7 days. Here's the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Maybe a leftover sprinkle this afternoon and evening, but the main story for Friday will be the winds. And Yakima, rain likely today with a few rumbles of thunder. Then the forecast turns drier and warmer. In Ellensburg, 45 to 50 mile per hour gusts for Friday and Saturday. It'll feel unreasonably and unseasonably cool for the end of May. In Hermiston, maybe a quick hitting shower this afternoon or evening, but mainly just feeling the winds on this Friday. And finally for Walla Walla, cooler and breezy through Sunday, but warming things up again next week. Now let's head out to New York City to see what's ahead on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, simple hacks to chop your grocery bill.
I share what I buy at the grocery store to feed my family of 4 for $150 a week.
Meet Allie Powell, aka the Grocery Getting Girl, as she tells her 75,000 Instagram followers, don't go to the store more than once a week.
The more you go to the store, the more you're going to spend.
Try to go alone.
I swear the second that your partner or your kids are with you, you start adding stuff into the cart that you weren't planning on.
And embrace cheap proteins like lentils and beans.
We try to do a meatless Monday every Monday.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have more tips from the Grocery Getting Girl. Plus, Rebecca Jarvis and I are headed to the grocery store to share a few savings hacks of our own.
Instead of looking at eye level, look all the way down, much better deals.
With your GMA First Look, I'm Elizabeth Schulze, ABC News, New York.
I didn't think I was at risk for shingles. I was 60 years old.
I had a lot on my plate. I was truly caught off guard. It felt like a mountain lion bit me. I never received any relief from pain. It made me feel helpless. This is my shingles story.
I used to think that nothing can stop me. Then bladder cancer and leaks showed up. An opponent I could not run, outsmart, or outswagger, but I knew I had to stay in the game. And that's why I used the pin guards. Trust me, it was scary to try something new like that. But baby, it was worth it. It helped to give me my life back. It changes everything but you. Take it from me, don't be afraid to try the pin guards. Yeah, I said it. It can do for you what it's done for me.
Now, the Morning Sprint.
Today, former Attorney General Pam Bondi will appear before the House Oversight Committee in connection with its Jeffrey Epstein probe. Lawmakers have been pushing for months to question her about how the Justice Department handled Epstein case files under her leadership. The panel previously subpoenaed Bondi, but once she was ousted, the department argued she could no longer testify in an official capacity. Global Shipping Service, DHL, and the U.S. Postal Service announced a $10 billion multi-year partnership. DHL e-commerce says it has contracted USPS to handle the final mile for all of its deliveries in the United States. The company says the goal is to improve efficiency and reduce emissions. USPS said DHL e-commerce is one of its top 3 customers. Anthropic has become the world's most valuable AI startup after announcing a major new funding round. The company says it raised $65 billion and is now valued at nearly $1 trillion. Anthropic also unveiled its newest AI model, Claude Opus 4.8. Company leaders say the funding will help meet growing demand as competition in the AI industry continues to intensify. In sports now, the world's #1 tennis player, Jannik Sinner, has been eliminated from the French Open after apparently struggling due to the hot temperatures. Yesterday, Sinner lost to Juan Manuel Cerundolo in 5 sets. During the 3rd set, the 24-year-old Italian said he started feeling dizzy and had low energy. He had come into the tournament looking unbeatable with a 30-match winning streak. The NBA is changing the way its draft lottery works beginning in 2027. League owners approved a new 3-2-1 system designed to reduce incentives for teams to lose games in hopes of improving draft position. The new format also expands the lottery field from 14 teams to 16. The system will be used through the 2029 draft before league officials decide whether to extend it or make any additional changes. Here are your local top 5. Franklin County Sheriff Jim Raymond is defending his actions in a legal dispute with county leaders. The conflict centers on the county's decision to separate jail operations from the sheriff's office. Raymond claims county officials locked deputies out of access systems for the jail and courthouse. He says this could delay emergency response times. A Walla Walla County judge has held Raymond in contempt and issued daily fines. The Adams County Sheriff's Office is investigating a deadly accident involving a pellet or BB gun in Othello. Deputies were called Wednesday evening to the 1100 block of South Shake Road for a reported medical emergency. Investigators say 33-year-old Giovanni Malacara Hernandez suffered a neck injury and later died after what appears to have been an accidental discharge involving a young child. The city of Prosser is reviewing concerns after cleanup work at Crawford Park may have impacted a feral cat colony along the Yakima River. City officials say a contractor removed debris and vegetation from the park, leading to community concerns about the cats and the shoreline. The city says they're now reviewing the situation and will work with state agencies before releasing more information. Staff at the museum at Keewaydin say they're concerned over a Kennewick proposal that would potentially demolish its building to make way for a new city hall. The proposal is one of 3 plans the Kennewick City Council is considering, although nothing is set in stone just yet. Museum leaders say the proposal would create a small display gallery in the new city hall. The future of Franklin Pool is back in the spotlight in Yakima as the city's mayor is now urging residents to speak out ahead of next week's city council meeting. Yakima Mayor Matt Brown says he's hearing the city may now be unsure about reopening Franklin Pool by June 15th, despite the council previously voting to make that the target date. All right, trending this morning, a traffic stop in Florida is going viral after a deputy accused a driver of holding a phone in her right hand.
However, the interaction quickly took an unexpected turn.
You drove past me holding the phone with your right hand, manipulating the phone?
Yeah, in the video, she points out that she does not actually have a right hand. I'm not sure if we'll be able to see that here, but despite that, the deputy continued questioning her about whether she was holding a phone.
Yeah, court records show that in spite of all that, she was still issued a $116 citation, but it was later dismissed at the deputy's request.
Yeah, I was reading up on this a little bit to see a little bit more about what happened, because obviously this has been a huge viral thing. I've seen it online. I'm sure many of you have as well, and I didn't know like the full story, but apparently, you know, she went in and requested that video and started sending it out. And she's also an athlete in the area as well. And so I guess, yeah, it's definitely raising some awareness.
Yeah, strange story. Glad there was some resolve there, at least. Hey, there's resolve with our weather. As you know, no severe weather risk for today. And there's still, we got some things to deal with. We got some wind gusts. We have some shower and thunderstorm chances, but it's definitely going to be nothing in comparison to what we saw for yesterday. Wind gust, it's a little gusty already in the basin in the Kittitas Valley. These are only going to pick up as the day progresses. It's still mild. It's still muggy outside. It's just the atmosphere isn't nearly as charged up as it was yesterday. First alert radar showing you some light showers across the Cascades. It looks like one of those is trying to make it into the Yakima Valley. Just a light little guy for this morning. Here are your precip chances for today for the Tri-Cities. Low wind chances of rainfall 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. I'm thinking it's going to be a mostly dry day, even seeing a decent amount of sunshine for the basin and foothills. Better chances for showers and thunderstorms in the valleys for today, and we'll see some more clouds there as well. So the big weather stories, the lingering showers and thunderstorms for today, the lingering windy conditions for today and tomorrow. High temperatures much cooler for today, dropping down to around 75 degrees in the Tri-Cities, but we'll be back up into the 80s in no time by next week.
Oh my goodness. All right. Well, the big weather issue of yesterday is over.
Past tense.
All right. Well, thank you so much for getting us all ready for that, Josh. And thank you so much for joining us for Good Morning Northwest.
Yeah, Good Morning America is up next, and we hope you enjoy your weekend. Have a great day.